Limit x approaches 1, 1 divided by 1 minus x. To understand this question, we have to see a different example, right? Okay. You see here, fx is equal to bracket x squared minus 4 divided by x minus 2, right? So what we will do is, so we need to find what is the value of y, what is the value of this function when x is equal to 2, okay, right? So what we will do is, we will directly substitute 2. So it will be 2 squared minus 4 divided by x minus 2. So 2 minus 2. So it will be 4 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2. So it will be 0 divided by 0. So basically, you can't divide a number by 0. This is undefined. So you can't predict or you can't find the value of the function when x is equal to 2. But you can do a guess. So how to do that guess? Right. We will take a number very closer to 2. So for example, let's say x is equal to 1.9. So if you substitute 1.9 here in the function, the value of the function will be 3.9. Right. So we'll get it to even closer. So we'll put 1.99. So if you substitute 1.99, so fx will be equal to 3.99. Right. So we'll take a when x is equal to 2, you can't find it, but you have to find it. So we'll take a value which is very closer to 2 but little greater, 2.01. Right. If you take 2.01, the fx would be equal to 4.01. So it is clear that, so when x is equal to 2, it need to be what? It need to be, so you see the pattern 3.9, 3.99 and it goes to 4.01. So here it need to be 4, right? So it is 4 because it is going in one direction. 3.9, 3.99. Here here it is missing. Afterwards it is 4.01. So it is going on a particular direction. So we can easily predict, right? So if we come to our question, right here, limit x approaches 1, 1 divided by 1 minus x. So whenever you get a limit, the first step you need to do is directly substitute the value. So it will be 1 divided by 1 minus, instead of x, you have to put 1. So it will be 1 divided by 0. So again, it is undefined. You can't divide a number by 0. So this is undefined. So you can't solve it. It means you can't predict the value of this function when x is equal to 1. So what we can do? What we will do is, right, we will take 1 minus. It means we will substitute values which are very closer to 1 but little less. Okay, right. We'll take 0.9. Okay, we'll take 0.9. So it will be, so 1 divided by 1 minus 0.9. So it will be 1 divided by 0.1. So it will be 10. Right. So we'll take something even closer, 0.99. So it will be 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 0.99. So it will be 1 divided by 0.01. So it will be 100. So again we'll get even closer, 0.999. So it will be 1 minus 1, sorry, 1 divided by 1 minus 0.999. So it will be equal to 1 divided by 0.001. So it will be 1000. So it is going 10, 100,000, it is going in one direction. Okay, right. What we will do is, now we will put a value little greater than 1. Okay, 1 plus. If you substitute like that, for example, what we will do is, we will write 1 point. So before going to 1 plus, okay, before going to 1 plus, see here, when 0.9 it is 10, when 0.99 it is 100. So when you increase the, when you get even like when you get very closer to 1, so it is getting larger and larger, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, and it will get very closer to, like as you increase, when you get very closer to 1, so it will eventually get even larger and it will reach infinity, plus infinity. So basically, limit when x is equal, when x approaches 1 minus, it means it is closer to 1 but little, the value is little lesser than 1. So 1 divided by 1 minus x. this, the answer for this is equal to plus infinity. It means when it is getting closer to 1 from the left side, okay, when it is getting very closer to 1, it is reaching infinity, plus infinity, right? Now we'll substitute value it here. Okay, now we'll substitute values which are greater than 1, which are greater than 1. So we will put 1 plus, right? So if you take 1.1, so the function will be, okay, so the function will be minus 10. If you substitute 1.1, you will get minus 10. So if you substitute 1.1, like 1.01, okay, so it will be like you are getting very closer to 1, okay, so it will be 100. So let's get even closer, 1.001. So you will get minus 1000. If you substitute and see, you will get minus 1000. So as you see, when you get closer to like when you get closer and closer, the value is reducing, in the sense the number is increasing but in the negative direction, in the negative direction. So it means basically x approaches 1 plus 1 divided by x, 1 minus x is equal to minus infinity. Eventually when you get even closer, you will reach minus infinity. See here, the number is getting larger and larger and larger, so eventually you will reach minus infinity. So the problem here is, wait. Here you are going in one direction. You are going in plus infinity direction. So if you draw a graph, okay, if you draw a graph and if this is 1, okay, so from the negative side, for example, like it will go like this. Okay, it will go like this. You are going in one direction, in a plus infinity, but when you are a number greater than 1, you will go in a negative direction. It means you will go to negative infinity. So that is the problem here, that is the problem here. So it goes in one direction, this goes in one direction. So basically you can't predict the value when x is equal to 1. So if you see this particular example, you see here, you see a pattern. It means it all goes in one direction. So you can tell that when x is equal to 2, fx is 4. But here the problem is this side goes to plus infinity and this side goes to minus infinity. So both are in different directions. So basically you can't predict the, or you can't find the value when x is equal to 1 for this limit. So the limit doesn't exist. The answer for that is limit doesn't exist, right? So that's it for this video. Thanks.